Hello, folks. Good evening from the Meadow and Armagh Road area. Good to catch up with you again. I wasn't here last week, so we'll crack on and give you the information that we have regarding the area. So first of all, I'd like to start by offering our condolences to Damien McCullough on the death of his mother, Susie. So we're very sorry to hear that news, Damien, and you're in our thoughts and prayers, you and your family. So that's condolences on your sad news. And also this evening, we've some good news for all of our young people, that the decision with their A levels and AS levels has been reversed, and they're now going to get the grades that they deserve, and the GCSE grades are going to be focused on the teachers' predictions for the students. So thankfully, a lot of people much happier. I'm sure it's been a very stressful number of days for students and their parents. I'm sure it's been an absolute nightmare. Listening to some of the accounts on the radio has been very upsetting, to say the least. So I'm sure everybody will join me in saying that we're absolutely thrilled that this decision now has been reversed by the Education Minister. So thank God for that good news this evening. So we'll start off with our community centre. So we're still not open. We still have absolutely nothing, no indication of when that will happen. So we would completely understand with COVID restrictions, etc., that we won't be able to operate on a normal basis. However, we do feel, and I'm sure I speak on behalf of all of the other associations who have a community centre or a community space, we really need our centres open again, and obviously on a restricted basis, but that's fine. We need to be able to offer services and support out to the local community. So we're really hoping that the council will push the Northern Ireland Executive for a decision on that, and that it will come very soon, because we have so many things in the pipeline to share with our community that we really need this facility open in order for us to be able to do all of these things. So we have 3 initiatives that we will be needing all of your help and support with over the next number of weeks. We'll be calling around. We need some things signed, and we need some feedback on some stuff as well. So the first one is our neighbourhood watch scheme. So thankfully we now have volunteers for each street, which is fantastic, and we will have that up and running. We're just going through the admin process at the minute. We will have that up and running for September before the turn of the nights. And we're pretty excited to get that up and going. We think that that will be a real benefit to the community. Now, in order to set this up, we need the signatures of the people who live in the streets. So each person who has designated their street will be calling around in the next couple of weeks just to get your signature on a piece of paper to say that you're supporting the Neighbourhood Watch Initiative. We need to have those signatures in order for us to get going with that. This picture that you see on the screen there, I think we're going to try and kill 3 birds with 1 stone, not 2 birds, because we need your help with 3 things. So rather than being back and forward to you 3 times, if we can do the 3 things all at one go. So what we'll also need is we're going to do an anonymous survey about how the pandemic has affected your family, if it has, and how has it. Has it had a financial impact? Has it had an impact on anyone's mental health? Has it had an impact on your children? So basically what we're hoping to do is to give each household an envelope and a sheet of paper. We don't want anyone's details. We don't want the name of the house. We don't want the name of the family. We will have tick boxes on that survey and a comment section at the bottom where you can write free text on any subject that you want. But the reason that we're doing this is so we can ascertain where what the areas are where we can offer help as a community association, i.e. applying for funding to put maybe different programs on, to get initiatives going, anything that we can do to help as a community association. So it's really important that we have the information. It's vital in order for the community association to help you folks. We need to have that information. And another thing that we need your feedback on is we're having a petition for potentially speed ramps. There was a recent incident where a child was injured by a car, and that has raised the subject of road safety within the Meadow and Armagh Road. So we will also have a petition as well for potentially to move forward with trying to acquire some traffic cam and ramps, whatever it may be. So we're hoping that rather than knocking your door 3 different times, that there will be one person that will come to your door, and we will do all of those 3 things at one time. So that will be the signature for the neighbourhood watch, to drop in your survey, which you will fill in and we'll call back and collect it another time, and to sign the petition for speed ramps if that's what you want to do. Now, obviously with COVID, we will be adhering to all social distancing regulations and hygiene, and we'll be wearing masks, and we won't be sort of close up to you at the door. We'll be figuring all of that out, and we'll be following all the guidelines. So that's paramount as well. In relation to the road safety, what we're hoping to do as well, in conjunction with Road Safe NI, this is another reason why we need our centre open. Prior to the lockdown, I had provisionally organised a screening of the Polly project, which is a short documentary which I have shared on Facebook and I shared on our association page. It's made by local people speaking about the impact that road traffic collisions have had on their family. So these, pardon me, these are families who have lost loved ones, who have been impacted by road traffic collisions. And of course, with COVID, that put paid to that, so that had to be put in the back burner. But Road Safe NI have been working away tirelessly in the background, COVID or no COVID. And what we're hoping to do as well is to have the guys in to do some road safety awareness sessions. So speaking to young and older, young, not old, young and older people, all about road safety. We'll also have an opportunity to show the Polly Project documentary as well. And I think it's actually quite apt when we're talking about acquiring speed ramps and having the road safety NI, Nuri and Moran guys in, because what I have noticed, and what most of you will have noticed, is the huge amount of young ones on bikes over this period of time when they haven't been at school. And being on bikes is fabulous, it's well and good, great exercise, better than sitting playing a computer. But I myself have had a few near misses where they've been scooting out from footpaths, not looking where they're going, doing wheelies up and down the middle of the road. So we're hoping that the Road Safety NI guys will be able to have a chat and just make them aware of the potential dangers while they're out cycling and using the road. So we think that that's going to be a very, very useful session. So as well as that, we are asking anyone who has any issues with the housing executive in terms of maybe awaiting repairs. If your name's on the list and you're looking or waiting for repairs to be done, we have someone on our community association who is our representative within the housing executive, and if you get in touch with us, we can maybe speak to the housing executive on your behalf and maybe expedite your repair jobs. So if anyone is waiting for anything from the housing executive, absolutely get in touch and we will do that. We also still have some funding for gas, heat and electricity. So anyone who's struggling at the moment, needs some gas or electric, we can help you out with that. So contact the page confidentially, just private message the page. There are only 2 of us that have admin rights, and everything is completely confidential. And we will hope to be able to help you out with that. So if you or someone you know could do with a bit of support, please just let us know. We have a small pot of funding still there for that. Our uniform swap, we started that initiative a number of weeks ago, and we're delighted that we got so many items of clothing in now. I have put it up on our Facebook page. All of these items are free of charge to whomever needs them. If you go on our Facebook page, I actually updated that this morning. We have St. Patrick's, jumpers, bottoms, shirts, blouses, green check dresses, grey pinafore and trousers. Then St. Joseph's, we have a blazer, trousers and jumpers. St. Coleman's, we've trousers and the jumper. St. Mary's, we have jumpers, skirts, PE shorts, and the Abbey, we have PE shorts and a top. Now, all of these were donated. They're all in really good condition. We've given out quite a bit so far, but what we have left is on the Facebook page. So if you go on there and have a wee look and see, is there anything that you could make use of? And you can either arrange to come and pick it up, or we'll be very happy just to deliver it to you over the next couple of days. But please do get in touch with us if you could do with some of those items of clothing. St. Bridget's are looking for volunteer stewards to help out with the masses. So basically, I think that they're looking for a couple of people who'll be able to guide people into the chapel in one end and guide them out the other end. So specifically for our own chapel, St. Bridget's, they're looking for help for the Mass on Saturday evening at 7:30 p.m. and Mass on a Monday evening at 7:30 p.m. So if you would be interested in maybe helping out with that, can you contact Newry Cathedral office and give them your name? I'm sure they'd be delighted to hear from you. So if you were able to do that, that would be a real help. And before we finish off on birthdays, as I said, our community centre isn't open at the minute, so our news is quite limited because we don't really have anything very much going on. What we're going to do from next week is I'm actually going to do the history of the Meadow and Armagh Road, and we're going to talk about some of the key figures within that history, the people who set up the very first community association way in the 70s. We're going to talk about how the Whitegates complex came about. We're going to talk about some key people in the area, including Peter Jackson and Tommy McGrath and others, people who have made a difference within our community. So we'll chat about that over the next number of weeks. They're just showing, Kathy's just showing you there some pictures of our recent summer camp that we had. So yeah, from next week on, over the next number of weeks, I'm going to do a short piece just about the history of the Meadow and Armagh Road. Some of it that I didn't know myself and is really, really interesting. There are quite a few people who have given a lot to this area and contributed to making the Meadow and Armagh Road a better place for everybody that lives in it. So we'll finish off with the birthday greetings, and we have 3 this week. So we have, first of all, we'll just wait for the pictures to come up. So we have Michael Fox. It was Michael's birthday this week, and there Michael is with his lovely little daughter. So happy birthday to you, Michael. You're getting on a bit now, son. So I hope you had a lovely birthday. And then we have the lovely Tracy O'Connor here in Derrybeg Drive. Happy birthday to you, Tracy. Hope you had a lovely birthday and you get spoiled by all your crew. So birthday wishes from everybody in the Community Association. Tracy's one of our Community Association members. And this bucko here, Tom Kelly, doesn't live in the Armagh Road anymore, but he has always been an Armagh Road man. He might be down the Point Road now, but he's an Armagh Road man. So Tom had a birthday this week as well. He's looking very James Bondish there. So I'm not going to say I hope you had a nice birthday, because I know that you did, because I saw the Facebook pictures. So happy birthday to you, Tom, and another year older, another year wiser, maybe. So that's it from me for this week. And hopefully next week then we'll have more news, and we will also be giving you the chronological history of the Meadow and Armagh Road. So I look forward to seeing you all then, and hope you have a fantastic week. Take care. Bye.